Okay, guys, I'm going to show you my 5550 project, which is on role-based account control. So, to run the program, in the folder, there'll be an executable here. Click on it, and the login screen will pop up soon here. And this black screen holds the output of the program, and the output will also show up on here. So if we can just add gibberish in the username and password, you'll have an error right here. And yeah, incorrect credentials here, incorrect credentials there. So you can use either screen to read the output. So I'll start off by creating a new user. I'll use my name as the username. And for the password, I'll just use A. Now, security level represent the roles of the program. We have 3 separate roles: CEO, manager, and engineer. And they have a hierarchy, so the CEO outranks the manager, and the manager outranks the engineer. So I'm gonna make him a manager to have a good middle ground. Create the user, and we can see here that the user has been created right here. So just enter the data here and log in. From here we can either read a file, write to a file, or create a file. We're going to create a file, call it file A .text, and for the file text, we'll just put I just put QWERTY because it's easy and doesn't really matter. And we're gonna let the user the same rank read because I'll tell you more about this later. So let's create the file. The file has been created, as you can see here. So let's go back. Now read the file. Now the way the read permissions work is if you outrank the file's owner, you can read the file, but if they outrank you, you can't read the file. But if you have the same rank, the file's owner has to approve for has to has to decide whether or not they want same rank users to read the file, as shown here. For N is no, they don't want same rank users to read the file, and Y for yes, they do want same rank users to read the file. So and as always, the owner can read and write the file. So let's test it out by going reading the file we just made. So access file, QWERTY, see how that works. Now more about the ranks. Since test.text is owned by a CEO, we should be unable to read it since they outrank us. Access denied. So we could try poll.text, who we outrank since the owner's an engineer. Yeah, it works here, and we could go for demo text, which is also owned by a fellow manager, but since he doesn't allow for same rank readers, this should reject our attempt. Yeah, access denied. But text.text does allow for a peer access, the same rank access. So access file. Uh, oh, yeah. So if you write a file that doesn't work, isn't on here, it'll pop an error out. So access file and then some text. Then we can go back. Now we can write to a file. And the way write file permissions work is only the owner can write to a file. So if we try, say, words.txt is owned by an engineer who we outrank, and normally we'll be able to read it, but yeah, as you can see, it's still access denied since we don't own the file. But we can write an out since we own the file we just made right here. We should be able to change the text. Text, and then we can change the file. And what writing to a file does is it changes whatever the previous text. It replaces the previous text with whatever we want. So we can put in some like new text and edit the file. It's been successfully changed. So we can go back and read it and access the file, new text. Now we can, now since we've gone through all the functions, we can log out. And so another user can log back in and do whatever. And then, but now to exit the program, we can just hit quit. And yeah, and that's the program. Thank you.